What's going on, guys? So, let's talk about the time that I actually survived an earthquake. In fact, it was possibly one of California's largest earthquakes back in the early 90s. This was back in Lake Elsinore. My grandparents owned a house out there. I wanted to live with my father for a little while because I wanted to see what it was like. I come from a broken home, for those of you that don't know, and things happen. Things happen in adults' life. They don't make the brightest decisions, yada, yada, yada. So, Lake Elsinore, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful little city, beautiful community, just an overall really, really awesome place to live when you're a kid. You have a lot to do, many things that you keep you company and keeps your attention occupied on doing things. And I'm possibly drinking this after drinking Red Apothic. So, yeah. So, the time that I actually survived an earthquake, not just any earthquake, this earthquake was pretty massive. Massive enough to almost tumble my grandparents' 2-story home with me inside it. You guys want to talk about scary stuff? Well, the funny thing is, you guys, I actually slept through this. And many other earthquakes after. See, guys, I'm a California kid. And if it's one thing you should know about California kids, is we know how to sleep through almost damn near every freaking earthquake that ever hits us. Unless something in our house kills us, we're not waking up, quite simply. So back in the early 90s, I'm a small little guy. Imagine a small chibi Brimstone. Little scrawny guy, little tiny Brimstone with long hair, who had a crazy obsession with, that's right, the Blue Bomber himself, Mega Man. Mega Man 3 had just launched, and I couldn't have been more happier. I was this little kid who saved up his allowance money from his father to go out and purchase this game, and I loved it. It was my first official gaming purchase as a child, and I loved it. And I think about it now, and it's just, wow, times have changed, right? So let me give you a little picture of the room that I was in, okay? So here we are, Lake Elsinore, 2-story home, smallest room of the house, right? They were like, Andrew's kind of small, so, he doesn't need a whole lot of space. So I was in the room with a curio cabinet, a massive, huge curio cabinet. This thing was freaking massive, all right? And it was full. It was full of stuff, dishes, papers, mail, you name it, it was in there. And to the left of that was a massive table. And in front of that, near my head, was a TV stand with an old school tube TV with an old Nintendo hooked up to it with, of course, the Mega Man series right there, sprawled out on the floor in front of me. I was in heaven. I had access to a Nintendo all the time. I could go outside and play whenever I wanted to. It was overall just a great time. I had a great childhood at one point. It was really awesome. And this was probably one of those moments where I was extremely lucky to dodge a bullet. No, I'm dead serious. I am lucky as hell that I dodged this bullet. How, you're going to ask, of course. Let's go ahead and explain that. All right, imagine, if you will, a very tired little tiny Brimstone. I would say I was up until about 4:30 in the morning playing Mega Man 3 with my father. And at this time, I was beat, okay? I had literally fallen asleep with a controller in my hand. That's how tired I was. Of course, my father, being a good father that he was, he tucked me in on this futon that I was sleeping on. A little futon, pretty good stuff. Little tiny Brimstone sleeping on this massive futon all to myself. Blankets, everything, it was nice, right? So, I'm sleeping. Didn't think anything of it. No idea what's going on, right? And this dog, this German Shepherd, just jumps in bed with me, and I didn't know what was up. I just figured this dog wanted to cuddle or sleep with me or whatever, so I continued to sleep. Well, you guys, here's the crazy shit. This is what happens. I wake up at 1:30 p.m. and my grandparents are screaming and yelling because they think their grandson got crushed by the curio. Dog is laying on the bed over me, and everything was good. Everything was good with me. Everything was good with the dog. Nothing seriously bad happened to me. I didn't get hurt, didn't get scratched, bruised, nothing. Not even a fractured arm. And this is the amazing part. The curio was tall enough to clip the actual futon, right? So this thing falls and surprisingly didn't wake me up. Now here's a funny part. I was asleep through this whole thing. All right? I slept through the whole earthquake. No recollection of what had happened or anything. I had no idea what was the fuck going on. So, I'm dead asleep, waking up to my grandparents screaming. Now, here's why they're screaming. They see me with my feet up underneath the railing of the futon, with the dog on me, of course. And my head was right near where the actual curio landed. So the curio, let me explain this. The curio landed on the futon. Like I said, it kind of clipped it. It didn't hit hard enough to wake me up, but it missed me at the same time. And the way it landed was, it landed to where it was kind of still kind of like at a 90-degree angle over me. So nothing really hit me, and I was small enough to not feel the impact. So I didn't have a broken arm, nothing bruised or anything. It missed me. It barely missed me. And my grandparents, the angle they saw, they thought something bad had happened to me. They were freaking the hell out. They rushed in there. They took up the curio. They picked up the stuff around me. And they were like, Andrew, you okay? You all right? And I was like, what? What's going on? What's going on? And they're like, we had an earthquake. And they explained the whole thing to me. They were flipping out. And I'm just like, wow, I slept through that. And I've done that ever since. It's nothing that I've ever changed, ever. In fact, the last time I lived in California, we had numerous earthquakes in the Los Angeles area and the Anaheim area. And I didn't wake up in the middle of any of those. I have lived in California for so long, you guys, at this time, that I sleep through the ambulance alarms. I sleep through police sirens, the whole 9 yards. I've slept through it. And an earthquake isn't shit to me. Like, I slept through that, and everybody else around me was freaking the hell out. Anyways, I just thought this story would be cool. I thought you guys would actually like it, because this is something that happened to me when I was a kid. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Did you guys like this? Do you guys think this is a little bit better than the Random Thoughts series that I had going? Because like I said, that's going to be going on to VidMe. So I just want to say this. Thank you so much for the subs, you guys. The channel is growing steadily. In fact, probably the most steadiest growth. If I could speak, it's been the steadiest it's ever been on my channel. Like, it's never been this steady. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. Let me know what you guys think of the story down below, you guys. Make sure you share and like if you actually enjoyed my content. If you didn't, thumbs that baby down and let me know what you hate about me. Anyways, I'm going to get off of here, probably go lay down, and hopefully not sleep through yet another earthquake.